Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel Wheel of Fortune Mystic Tarot. My name is Nia, and in today's video we will be channeling some magical fairies and nature spirits so that they can give you a special message. As you can see, you have these three groups to choose from today. For group number one, we have this sweet blue fairy and the magic frog sitting on a mushroom. The card number is 32 for those of you who resonate with numbers, and with it we have a Zoisite crystal drop. For group number two, we have card number 25, the oldest fairy. You can see this old fairy dwarf kind of spirit standing on a mushroom, and with it we have a bird's feather, and it's so precious, it's so beautiful. It's from a jay. So yeah, blue seems to play a big role in today's reading, for some of you at least. And for group number three, we have card number 61. It says wishing you health. And here you can see this green fairy with her butterfly friends sitting on a toadstool. And with it, we have this cute waning crescent moon piece of wood that I found in my fairy forest. So all you need to do now, as always, is to focus your attention on today's topic. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, pause the video if you have to. And when you think you're ready, just see which one of these three groups calls your attention the most. Do not overthink it, let your intuition decide, and then you can have a look in the description box down below where you find the timestamps for each individual group. So I'll see you there. Welcome to your reading, group number one, everyone who resonated with the magic frog and the blue fairy and this Zoisite crystal drop. So we are about to connect with some magical fairies and other nature spirits to see what special message they have for you. Just keep in mind that this reading is for a collective group of people, so not every single detail might resonate with you. Only take what does, feel peaceful about what doesn't. It will be for someone else. I'm very excited to do this for you, and I'm already getting many psychic downloads from your nature spirits. For some reason, I'm a little bit out of breath. So let me catch my breath. You two guys, take a deep breath with me. These times are troublesome. I read your energies as well, so please allow for me to read you if you feel comfortable. You know, you can open up to me. I'll be doing this for the highest good of everyone involved. Also, by the way, I only allow for spirits of love and light and good intention to communicate to you, so you can trust the process, but I'm getting sadness from you. And this goes well with the crystal. By the way, crystals are Mother Nature's gift to us, and crystals have a spirit as well. And the Zoisite spirit is there to comfort you, to give you strength, emotional support during troublesome times. So I don't know what you are going through, and many people are going through it right now. Tough, very dark times at the moment. So you could be dealing with a health issue, you could be dealing with depression or anxiety, or maybe you are just really affected by the state of the world, and I'm not blaming you. You could be overly sensitive and an empath, so don't let that be a negative thing. Like, of course it's tough to be like that, but it's beautiful that you feel so strongly. So you feel very strongly, and this is a message from spirit in general for you. If you have been feeling very overwhelmed, even if it's been affecting you physically, it's because you are very connected to what's going on globally, to the collective pain that people are going through. All right, so these spirits here that want to connect with you, they want to help you. And again, crystals are spirits, all right? So definitely look into Zoisite. There is also, oh yeah, this is a ruby zoisite, surprise. Do you see these pink spots in there? I think that's so beautiful. So this is actually a ruby zoisite. Look into it and wear it as a charm. Put it on your altar. It will help you, give you the strength you need to cope with what's going on. The Zoisite spirit is already connecting with you, and for some reason my attention is being brought to this Unakite heart. Unakite, actually they look like cousins, like distant cousins, because Unakite also has specks of red in it and is predominantly green, and Unakite heals wounds, all right, old wounds. So if you are looking for emotional healing and emotional support, the crystal fairies want to connect with you very, very strongly. So yeah, but let's see what else we can get here. By the way, I need to say this, I'm just a medium giving spiritual advice. If you have health problems, mental, physical health problems, seek a professional. But spiritual advice helps a lot, and you have some very, very helpful nature spirits here wanting to connect with you. Now, Magic Frog 32 adds up to 5, so there is conflict and scattered energies. So I need to give you a little bit of a warning. Maybe you are not just an empath, in the sense that you pick up on everyone's negative emotions at the moment. You also might have some draining people around you, or maybe the collective drains your energies. Energy vampires, it could be. So be so careful. Maybe if you've been struggling, go into hermit mode to protect yourselves and connect with nature, all right? Because you are this sponge and you soak up people's sadness, people's trauma, people's negativity. So kind of cleanse your sponge and bring it to the spirit realms where there are friendly beings wanting to help you. And looking at this image, I feel like the blue fairy is you, and the frog represents the nature spirit wanting to communicate with you. Now, you can be a man watching this, okay? Don't worry, this is just an image. But it could be that you are either a dreamer and you daydream a lot, or that you feel so overwhelmed that you kind of zone out, and zoning out can be so precious. So these spirits are telling you, please come to nature and zone out. And by the way, when we are very, very physically tired and exhausted, our brain shuts down, and that can be good sometimes, because the brain creates blockages and kind of disconnects us from everything spiritual. So kind of, if you can, see the pros and the beauty in your state of exhaustion, because it will open you up to the nature spirits specifically. So it's happened to me, you know, I have chronic health issues, and I have opened up to nature more than ever, and nature has opened up back to me. I have been receiving so many beautiful signs from fairies in my forest, from plants and animals. So if you are the same, just continue, and if you see the beauty in what's going on, that will heal you. But look, they are making eye contact, so do not be shy, and don't think you're crazy if you go out to nature. And I don't know what your nature looks like. It could be a city park for some of you. It could be the beach. It could be the mountains. It could be the forest. It could be your garden. It could be your plants that you have in your house. It could be the animals. Don't be shy to look at them and treat them like a person, because they are. They have a living spirit inside of them. They are intelligent. And there is something about eye contact. While not everything has physical eyes, something will look back at you. So look at your wishing tree, look at the water surface, look at things, and you will recognize patterns, or you might receive third eye visions if you do that. Also, I'm getting a message that some of you might be into plants. Some of you might smoke. the good stuff, you know, no judgment from me. If that resonates with you, when you are high, okay? Or maybe you are high on other things, all right? When you are in that state again, trust what you see and feel. Hopefully you see good things. If you get paranoid or anxious, because some people, it happens to them when you take certain substances, realize that it's more like your inner demons and your shadows. It's not the nature spirits. The positive stuff is the nature spirits. And if you see funky things or feel funky things, it's them, all right? It's them. So get comfy with that, because there is something about eye contact and they want to help you focus your energies, because they're all over the place, and also recharge your batteries. And frogs might be a huge sign for you. Okay, so maybe you'll soon see a frog, or a toadstool. I mean, this mushroom is probably not a toadstool, but you know, watch out for frogs. And you know what they say, when you kiss a frog, it can become a prince. I don't know what you're looking for, but you know, kiss the frog in the sense that get this sounds really wrong, but you know what I mean. Get physical with your favorite nature thing. I don't know, is it a plant, is it a tree, is it an animal? Get like, touch it, feel it, look at it, speak to it, and you will receive something back. And there's something so deep about eye contact. It could be that you zone out, and then your physical eyes, they just get lost, but your third eye sees something, and like you stare into the magical nature realms. But I love this so much. I love the magic frog. And I love the magical plants. Also, this could be about you discovering healing abilities of plants, making your herbal teas or some creams and potions, or maybe, you know, just planting veggies or your room indoor plants, guys. I preach about this a lot, but plants have such amazing abilities. They are nature spirits. I have ivy here next to my recording, well, on top of my recording desk, because ivy cleanses negative energies and toxins in the air. So like, look into that. Look into nature's healing abilities. Now, I want to get plenty more of these lovely, lovely, beautiful fairy cards. They are the Fairy Wisdom Oracle. Kindly gifted to me by Lori. If anyone else would like to send in some crystals or cards, I have an Amazon wishlist link down below. They're so gorgeous, and I want to use many today. So I'm just gonna call the collective of your nature spirits the magic frog group, all right? So the magic frog spirits. They can be plants or literal spirits or other animals. To keep that in mind, I'm just gonna call them magic frog, because I love that so much. Magic frog spirits, what message do you have for group number 1, for the blue fairies? You guys are the blue fairies. What message do you have, please? And thank you. Oh, yes. Fire dance. I love that. They want to reignite your fire because you are so exhausted, overwhelmed. Maybe you are naturally kind of tend to be depressed. It could be that you are a water sign, or that you have a lot of water in your chart, in your astrology chart, or some hindering constellations that involve water. I have that with Scorpio. But regardless of whether you have that or not, you need more fire in your life, and these magic frogs want to spice up your life if you contact them. Also, this kind of reminds me of late summer, you know, when it gets really, I don't know where you live on the globe, but where I live, sometimes it can get very, very hot just at the end of summer, and it feels very magical. So there is something about fire and red, and angel number 333. Oh my God, 3233. They send you numbers as well, and they're kind of inviting you to practice some kind of physical meditation out in nature. So that could be, I always preach about Qigong. It could be martial arts. It could just be intuitive dancing or stretching, but movement. Move, okay? And invite these spirits in to dance with you, and it will recharge your batteries. And Don't be shy to listen to music while you do that, or listen to bird song. You know, birds are Mother Nature's singers. Move, get moving. If you want to free yourself from the stagnation that you're in emotionally, move your body to the sounds of nature, discover your own rhythm, and it will make you feel warm. And when you start to notice that your body warms up because of the movement, that's when your soul will start to warm up as well. And you won't be dancing alone. There's someone joining in. And by the way, leaves, if you collect leaves, especially in autumn, those are fairies, and don't be shy to like bring them with you, make an altar, use them for your magic, make art with them. Gonna draw from these. Trillium, number 9. Oh, she looks so beautiful, and her wings look like leaves. I need a clarifier for this because I think, again, that this is you. You can be a man watching this, okay? It's just an image, but she's looking at something now. So, yeah, the nature spirits are kind of talking about the journey that you will go through. They're giving you like instructions. Like first you'll be in this state, kind of zoned out, like gazing, dazing away, but you're feeling something. And when through this fire dance, you kind of free yourself from this stuck situation, you're going to start to notice something. You're going to start to notice something. Oh my God, guys, they want to show you something out there. Again, this can be by the beach, on your balcony, next to your indoor plant. This can happen next to an animal. I don't know what your thing is, but they will show you something. Once you wake up, they will show you something. What do you want to show group number 1? Magic frog spirits. I just heard a noise. And this is quite trippy for some, or freaky. I just love it. I sometimes hear noises and then my viewers tell me that they actually had that noise happening as I was saying it. So I heard like a creaking noise that almost sounds like a frog. So kind of like a Did you just make that noise? It could have been wood, of course, but noise. So for many of you, when you're outside or like wherever you are in your magical sacred spot, you will hear a noise. You will hear a noise and just look there. If you don't hear the noise, you will feel that there is something there. And what is it? The book fairy. Wow. So this will be a message for sure. Some of you might be into arts or journaling, and definitely practice that outside. Bring your journal or a piece of paper outside and do some intuitive writing, or channel the fairy nature spirits for your art. You will bring it to a whole new level. Many of you will find a feather, a very beautiful feather, okay, as a gift from Mother Nature. And if you resonated with group number 2, definitely watch it as well, because there's a blue feather in it. And here, I know this is ink, but this represents the potions and the herbal tea that I was talking about. So your fairies will, in whatever way resonates with you, draw your attention to certain objects out in nature that will help you. Of course, like you see them and then you will have to educate yourselves on them further. I'm going to describe something that happened to me. I went into my fairy forest. It's a sacred part in the forest next to my house. And it's where there are no farmers and people interfering with it. It's quite wild. It's off track. And I saw something red between the leaves and the branches, and I couldn't believe my eyes. I saw an elf cup mushroom. I thought they were not real. I only learned about them because someone gifted me a tarot deck with mushrooms in it, and I was so happy because they stand for healing. So I found something magical like that, and many other things. I could go on for ages talking about this. You will have the same thing. And then of course I educated myself about elf cups, and that they actually are used used by indigenous people of America to heal wounds, and that resonates so strongly with me. So they will show you something. I don't know what you need. If you need something to calm your anxiety, if you need something to defend yourselves against negative energies, if you need something for your skin, they will show you. Okay, they will show you. You see it, and regardless of what it is, like, pick it up, look at it, investigate, educate yourselves. This is so very, very cool. And again, I'm seeing smoke and tea, so definitely some of you are plant consumers. And now I hear the song Legalize It by Cypress Hill. This is very controversial, I know. And in Europe, which is where I'm from, many countries are starting to legalize the M. I'm just going to say M because I'm not sure if YouTube wants me to talk about it. Yeah, that's just all I'm going to say about it. But Mother Nature is the best doctor. Just let me tell you that. Night Light 48. So if you have trouble sleeping, there are natural remedies for that will calm you down, all right? But I feel like this is your nature spirit saying that they give you signs at night. They definitely watch over you at night, not in a creepy way. But I have noticed this when I go into my fairy forest. I bring some spirits back with me. I only allow good spirits with me. So always set an intention, guys, and protect yourselves. But I bring them with me, and they kind of connect with the bits of nature that I have in my house. So my crystals and my plants and animals. So there is something about your sleep that they want you to improve on, maybe get more sleep, or they want to reach you in your dreams. Yeah, and they definitely do reach me in my dreams. Night Light. I feel like they will help you feel more comfortable when it's dark. That's when your inner demons might really catch up on you, or, you know, your negative self-talk or your fears and worries. They really haunt you when it's dark, because then everyone's asleep, there is no distraction. They will help you be that light, that comforting light at night, to help you sleep well and tight and give you dreams. Wow, so beautiful, guys. If you love this reading and if you want to see more fairy themed readings, please give a thumbs up, help me fight the algorithm. And comments help so much. If you don't know what to say, you can always comment a purple heart, or definitely a fairy in this case. And if you are new and would like to join the Purple Heart tribe, that's what we are, please subscribe. There's a purple fairy in the center, and she looks like this lovely butterfly that Yvonne sent me from Austria. By the way, I don't know what your cultural background is, but across the globe there are so many amazing legends and beliefs that are actually not beliefs, they are facts about Mother Nature. And I forgot to say this, but at the very, very beginning, I was feeling a strong African connection. So in Africa, obviously, it's Mother Gaia's main, well, I'm not sure main, but she's very alive there and very appreciated by people. And there are many nature spirits. And they're obviously also brought for not so nice reasons to America. So that African nature spirituality is very much alive in Africa and America. So that might be where you're from. Maybe you are Norse, Germanic. Maybe you are from a whole different part of the globe. You know, there is so much beauty in this diversity of nature spirituality. You know what I mean? But let's get more messages. And I did not notice this. That looks like the crescent, well, waning crescent moon that I chose for group number 3. So maybe if you're really going to resonate with these messages here, watch group number 3 as well. I've just noticed this. Wow. Magic Frog Spirits, what's your message for group number 1? The spirit familiar. Seek loving connections and cherish friendships. That is your fairies saying they love you and they want to be friends with you. And again, it's not just the fairies, it's the animals as well. So you might have befriended some birds like myself. I am friends with birds. They recognize me. They come to my window when I play my violin. They chirp around when I go to my fairy forest. Or maybe you have befriended, you know, some plants, but I see a little birdie in there. So they love you. They consider you family because you love them. Ah, very cute. This is such a cute message from your tribe. They are your nature spirit tribe. And she has a chin, or he, I don't know, a chin tattoo. So you might have some tattoos that they really like, or maybe you have tattoos dedicated to your cultural background or to the fairy realms. Green witch. She's purple. Connect to the spirits and energy of your local landscape. Seek enchantment. Guys, I get so excited when these messages really match what I am talking about here. They are saying, please come connect with us in your local landscape. And that can also be your balcony or your indoor plants or your garden, okay? Seek enchantment. You will be enchanted by your family here. They love you. And yeah, maybe you consider yourselves a green witch or a fairy yourselves, okay? But wow. And again, I see this symbolism here. She's wearing like a necklace with the one seeing eye and the pyramid sign, which, you know, a certain group of people associate with some conspiracy theories that there is a lot of truth to them, but, you know, the one seeing eye is a good thing. It's not only used by demonic people. I just want to say that, and many of you will know. Keep going, trust in yourself. You have all you need. So this is you when you go on your little plant adventures or Mother Nature adventures. This is you. Maybe you actually do bring stuff with you in a little bag or in a rucksack, a little drink, or you bring something to collect items. Or I don't know what you do. You tidy up there, and your nature spirits are saying, we love you. You are doing such a great job. We really appreciate that you connect with us. We appreciate all that you do for us, and keep going. There's a lot more that you will discover. Keep shining your light and keep following this purpose, because there's a lot more in it for you when it comes to healing yourselves and others. Just keep on doing what you've been doing. And again, there is a blue kind of decoration on this person's boots, so maybe you love hiking. There is so many amazing spirits in the mountains everywhere, so keep on going, keep going. You're awesome. They love you. They consider you family. And I love this reading. If you made it till the end, thank you so much. I really hope you enjoyed it. Leave a thumbs up, please. Take very good care, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Welcome to your reading, group number 2, everyone who resonated with the oldest fairy and this beautiful blue jaybird feather. So we are about to connect with some magical fairies and nature spirits to see what special message they have for you. Keep in mind, this is a reading for a collective group of people, so not every single detail might resonate with you. Only take what does, feel peaceful about what doesn't. It will be for someone else. But let's get right into it. So I love this feather so much. The camera doesn't do it justice because it's kind of iridescent and just amazing, and Mother Nature creates the most stunning things ever. She is the perfect creator, Mother Gaia. By the way, I have a Mother Gaia reading for those of you who are interested. And I'm so jealous because in northeastern America, you have blue jays. They are all blue. In Europe, they are pinkish grayish with some blue in it. So birds definitely are spiritual messengers. And I was talking about this to my mother recently, about how the collective of birds have a divine purpose, and that is probably to bring messages and to sing songs to us. So I'm hearing bird song, and it's scientifically proven that the sounds of birds singing calms anxiety within seconds. Okay, so if you struggle, if you feel stressed, go and listen to birds, preferably in real life if you can, and listen to some, you know, calming, soothing sounds of forest. What are they called? Like forest sound compilations. I don't know. You know what I mean, okay? Sound. I'm hearing bells also. Some of you might have wind chimes or something. Sound. You might not be a very musical person. Some of you might be, but not everyone. And it doesn't matter. You don't need to be into it in order to be receptive to the beauty of sound, which will be the future of healing. So, these spirits that you're connecting with, I feel like they are very intelligent in the sense that they are quite rational, as a nature spirit can be. And I don't know what belief or cultural system you are from, but for many of you, the main group of spirits connecting with you are fairies, elves, or dwarves, gnomes, okay, trolls. And mind you, those fairy tribes I've just listed, they sometimes have a bad reputation, but you know, sometimes it's true, but for the vast majority amongst them, they are just really friendly beings, so they're not to be afraid of. And here we have a very wise group of fairies, nature spirits coming through, and birds always represent spirit guide energy to me. So you might already know this, and Mother Nature could be a spirit guide, or you have one very wise old fairy being that gives you guidance and you don't even realize. Okay, so sometimes when you are in trouble and you come up with a solution, it could be that a being, a friendly being that loves you, gave you that idea and you don't realize. So definitely turn to Mother Nature for guidance. I'm just calling them fairies here. They might be just plant spirits or animal spirits for you, or just Mother Nature in general, but it's easier if I just call them fairies. And for all of you, they are very wise, like a wise old man, kind of giving hermit energy from the major arcana. And they're kind of giving masculine energy. So, you know, like a guide, a leader, showing you the way. Like picture as a human, like a wise, sweet old grandpa who has been through it all, seen it all, and they know exactly what to do. And especially when you are emotionally triggered by something, the grandpa will comfort you, but, you know, tell you to not like take it so seriously. If you know what I mean. But bell sounds, I was talking about that. Also, some of you might practice throwing pieces of wood or bones or runes, okay? I hear some like clacking sounds. So you have like a little bag with you or a little box, and there's little bits in it, and you throw them and you use that as divination, or you collect little rocks and bits that you find outside on your walks. If you do, this old fairy knows that you're doing that. Definitely watch out for feathers, please, because feathers appear when angels or guides are near. And for the vast majority here, there is one being in particular, and they know you, especially if you always walk past the same tree or like some spot out in nature that you always walk past by on your walks, on your way to work or wherever you're going. They know you and they look out for you. This could also be a tree recognizing you, or like whatever you have. Maybe it's a mushroom. Maybe it is a space that you created. Maybe you made a little fairy house or something, or put something, a plant somewhere. There is one special intelligent being recognizing you and looking out for you, and they kind of get worried if you don't show up for some time. And yeah, again, the birds showing up. Birds. Let's see. what more messages we can get from this lovely fairy wisdom oracle deck that Lori sent me. Thank you so much, Lori. And if anyone else would like to send in some crystals or cards, I have an Amazon wishlist link down below. So I'm just gonna ask your wise old fairy friends here what they want to say to you. And I feel like for some of you, they are looking for you. Have you stopped going like a certain path outside, or have you stopped going outside a lot? Like, they're looking for you. They're saying like, where are you? And if that doesn't resonate, they're still they're waiting for you to connect to them. And yeah, maybe start leaving little offerings or messages there, because they want to connect and they're very intelligent. They hear you. They're saying they hear you. They hear you come along. Maybe you sing to yourself or something, speak to yourself, or maybe you have an animal. They hear you and they watch out for you. They want to speak. They want to have a conversation. Sorry, I keep picking up the card. It's just I see things. And a piece of paper has just moved here on its own. So they are able to make things move. So if you're out and about, or it's your indoor plant or whatever, or an animal reacts and you see something move, it's probably that oldest fairy. They whistle. Sorry, I will get the cards in a few seconds, but they just keep on telling you things. They whistle. If you hear whistling, and now a bird has just sung. Don't mistake it for bird song. Is this fairy being like... If you hear whistling, it's not to be afraid of. It's this fairy saying, hey, here. Oh my God, Ivy. Oh, wow. So those of you coming from group number 1, you have heard me mention this. I have Ivy here because it cleanses toxins in the air and also negative energies. The Ivy fairy is one that you should connect with, and maybe this old fairy wants to introduce the two of you. So bring some Ivy into your house, guys. If you struggle with toxic energies from people, just from life, or in your system, get some Ivy. Get some Ivy. Get some green. Go outside more. For those of you who are indoor people, like, go outside more and maybe make the effort to go somewhere that's a bit far from where you live. Okay. Spend more time outside. Get some greens into your system and house. The brat. Oh my God, I love this card, the brat. All right, so for those of you who resonate with this, you will know this. Are you a spoiled brat? I don't know. But this is just giving like grandpa vibes, talking about you. So, you know, like a loving, tough love grandpa saying, stop doing what you've been doing. Maybe you spend too much time on your phone, on your computer. Maybe you eat too many unhealthy snacks. Maybe you are too lazy to go on walks. They're like calling you out and say, hey, get your stuff together, your life together, and yeah, make sure you get more sleep, make sure you eat and drink healthy, make sure you get enough steps in, make sure you get enough fresh oxygen in, tidy up your room, stop being messy. Only take this if it resonates with you, okay? But yeah, they kind of want to educate you, so you have this like grandpa fairy here calling you out on whatever you have been lacking, and they're watching over you. Maybe for some of you it's also your education or your job. Maybe you have been neglecting that, or your household. Like, you have been neglecting some area of your life, and this fairy saying, I see you and I want to see you do better, so please do that. Maybe also another message here. This doesn't resonate at all. You have some brats around you. Maybe that's your own children or your neighbor's children. Like, something about naughty children. Not in a condescending bad way, but naughty people. I don't know what their age is, but this fairy's saying, be a little more, not strict, but tough on yourselves or on those brats. I don't know who they are. I'm getting a very specific message now. Have some kids. All right. So some kids or some like nasty people destroyed something either in your garden, in your park, out in nature. Maybe you built something and they destroyed it, or there are other like bad people who leave their rubbish out in nature, you know, like wrapping paper, bottles and stuff, or they, you know, willingly destroy stuff. If that's the case, there's a message for you on how to deal with that. Fairy, give a clarifier here, please. Give a clarifier. Also, some of you might have a brat in your house, like a negative roommate, giving you a hard time. Dandelions. Oh my God, I was talking to someone today about the dandelion fairy, because when you blow the seeds of a dandelion, you give a fairy a new home, and in return, she will fulfill a wish for you, you know, to return the favor. If you resonate with that, by the way, you can have dandelion tea and you can eat dandelion. Obviously, I'm not a doctor or any expert. I'm just a medium giving spiritual advice. Always keep that in mind. But tidy up. So this, the grandpa spirit is saying, tidy up and discipline these brats if they are around you. Don't put up with their BS. And don't put up with your own BS either, if that resonates. Like, time to tidy up, to clean up. Maybe it's time for you to clean up a beach, or I don't know what area, a park or something. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. It's needed. And don't be afraid to call people out on their BS if they mess up. Also, you're doing the animals a huge favor. I always do that. When I see rubbish in my fairy forest, always bring that with me, plastic. And there are definitely some brats doing that. And also, you know, just help the animals. It's so important that animals have little spaces like puddles or branches where they can hide. Just help the animals. Wild Violet. I feel like this is you, so you're probably not those. You might need a little bit of a kick in the butt to maybe be more consistent with your nature volunteering work that you've been doing. But you are actually a very, very sweet and mellow person, but you love to be out in the wild. And why do you love to be out in the wild? Because you are probably very sensitive, very loving, and people can be so nasty. So you're probably having a hard time to deal with brats. And your grandpa, old fairy, would have a lot of advice for you on how to deal with that. So watch out for signs from them. But they're saying to you, you're very, very lovely. And this adds up to 14. So just keep on spending a lot of time outside and with your indoor plants or veggies in your garden. It will heal your soul. It will bring balance to your body, mind, and soul. And Grandpa is very proud of you if you've been doing that and if you're consistent about that. Also, the color purple plays probably some role in your life. We are the Purple Heart Tribe. So if you enjoy this reading and if you want to see more fairy readings especially, please leave a thumbs up and drop a purple heart in the comments, or a mushroom emoji, or a fairy, all of that. And if you are new and would like to join the Purple Heart Tribe, please subscribe. I would love that. Let's get some messages here from the oldest fairy, the Avalon magic cards. Please, oldest fairy, some final messages. Group number 2. Oh, cute, the bunny. Oh, reminds me of Alice in Wonderland. Here we have toadstools, we have flowers. Such an enchanting card. Reconnect to Mother Nature's world of plenty and you shall receive a myriad of miracles. So if you are in need of a blessing or a miracle, you will find it outside. You will find, like myself, beautiful birds' feathers, beautiful mushrooms, beautiful plants, just little secret spaces that just are so enchanting. And, you know, if you connect to other spirits that are there and ask them for healing, they will help you a lot. Oh, love the imagery here. Wow, oh my god, guys, there is no coincidence. This is from the deck I used in group number 1. I just found this card that doesn't belong. So if you resonated with group number 1 and haven't watched it, definitely do. Or maybe this is a hint at group number 3 because of the moon. The fairy harper, find the words to long-forgotten songs and dance to the music in your soul. This is definitely meant for you, because I was talking about song and sound healing, you know. I've been wanting to play violin in the forest for such a long time, but it's so cold and wet here. It's not good for my instrument. But yeah, please listen to nature music, like to natural music. It will heal your soul. That's what you can do to, you know, cleanse and purge negative energies, and maybe go singing in the woods. And I play violin, but I've been wanting to learn the harp. I love the combination of harp and violin music together. Harp music is so enchanting. Oh yes, and a white horse. So some of you might have a horse. If you do, I'm jealous. I used to have one. Maybe that's your call to pick up a hobby that involves nature. Maybe it's horse riding. Maybe you should take your dog on more walks. And we have birds here. So I used to go riding outside for ages and I loved it so much, just my horse and I. Let's see, surrender yourself to the flow of life and see how you can influence your future. Keep moving forward, and your life's purpose will manifest. So you could be looking for your purpose, and your purpose, according to your spirit guide, Old Grandpa Fairy, definitely involves Mother Nature and healing and sound to some extent, okay? So surrender, just surrender and go with the flow. Go outside more, do what you can, connect with the animal spirits as well, and you will receive so much guidance. And there is something about a necklace or a pendant that is meaningful to some of you. Don't be shy to use items that you use in nature, because they're gifts from the fairies as your, you know, nature jewelry. That will help you a lot, you know. In fact, if you make a little necklace out of something that you find out there, yeah, that will give you protection. That's a sign for some of you here to do that. Now, we have made it till the end. I hope you're still here. Thank you so much. If you are, please leave a thumbs up, take very good care, and I hope I'll see you in the next reading very soon. Bye-bye. Welcome to your reading, group number 3, everyone who resonated with the wishing you health fairy. And as waning crescent moon, piece of wood was actually bark that I found in my fairy forest. So we are about to connect with some magical fairies and other nature spirits to see what special message they have for you. Just keep in mind, this is a collective reading, so not every single detail might resonate. Only take what does. Feel peaceful about what doesn't. It will be for someone else. Sorry, there's something going on here. Right, almost thought there was a fairy tickling my feet or something. And that being said, some nature spirits can be very, very cheeky. I don't think that nature spirits can be evil, you know, or malevolent. If they aren't, there's a lot of legends about that. It's always because of human interference, because the collective of humans kind of manifests a negative spirit. I think if you truly connect with some pure, genuine nature spirits, they are never evil. And I don't allow any negative entities in, only entities of love and light and good intention. So please set that intention for yourselves. Time and space are irrelevant. This will work. Allow for me to read your beautiful energies, please. I'll be doing it for your highest good. Now, looking at these butterflies, that could be something that drew you to the fairies. I love butterflies. They represent transformation, and so does the moon. And the waning crescent moon, if you are into moon magic, is the perfect time for you to kind of recharge, all right? Recharge. And your batteries will be empty, or else you probably wouldn't have chosen the wishing you health fairy. So you might be wishing for health, physical, emotional, mental health, or maybe you are worried about Mother Nature's health or people that you care about's health. So there will be a lot of information coming in. I'm not a health professional. If there's something wrong with you, go seek their advice. I'm just a medium giving spiritual advice. I just need to say that. And I love that we have the ivy here. It just comes up in every reading because I'm going to show you guys as well. I have ivy in my room because it cleanses negative energies and toxins in the air. And she's wearing it like a corset. So some of you, if you have physical health issues, you might have some issues regarding the organs in your torso. Maybe you have irritable bowel syndrome, all right? Or you have trouble breathing, but I'm getting some of you have stomach issues or something in your abdomen or your torso just like stings. It feels very uncomfortable. So my heart goes out to you for that. Now that this is due to toxins, and I can't speak my whole truth about this on this platform or else I'll be censored, but there are toxins everywhere. Of course, people don't talk about it, but they are in the air and the water and in substances that we are forced to take apparently for our health. Do a detox. Do a natural organic detox, okay? Use plants to detox. Look into that. It's going to help you. And some of you might be into magic mushrooms. I don't know if that's true for you. Be very careful with those because you can have some really bad experiences with them, please. But if you are, obviously, you'll educate yourselves about that. Yeah, transformation. You might be feeling very exhausted. Maybe you suffer from burnout or chronic fatigue. I'm getting blurry vision for some of you, like you feel sick. You poor guys. If that's the case, yeah, the fairies have a message for you on what you can do to uplift yourselves and have health, okay, in order to make that thing, full here. I do have a moon magic reading on my channel. If you are interested, look it up. And also by the time this video goes live, I will have posted a moon goddess reading. So the moon and the butterfly and the mushroom could be very important symbols for you. Again, here we have the butterfly. So if you see butterflies, greet them. They are nature spirits, okay? They will help you. Oh my God, look, it's like showing itself to you. If you recently had a beautiful butterfly encounter, which I did, that is already a nature spirit talking to you saying, hey, you can do this. And I love the quote, and listen closely now. Just when the caterpillar thought she was dead, she began to fly. This is not your end. The nature spirits know this is not your end. You are just a caterpillar and you don't understand that you are actually a butterfly. You're going to grow wings to fly. Okay, fly to bigger and better. I see an ear here on the card. So it's not actually there, but I see an ear. There's something that you need to hear. They want you to hear something. They're showing up. Wow. So butterflies will probably be the nature spirits that want to talk to you the most. Look out for butterflies. Also, look into butterflies and their meaning and their colors. And this butterfly person looks like an actual fairy. So some of you might be able to see real fairies. Health fairies. Little medicine fairies, all right? So it's quite clear here with you that we have either actual butterflies or fairies that look like butterflies wanting to connect with you. So if you don't believe in that, it's probably not going to be your reading, but why are you here if you don't? I feel like all of you will believe in it. And the moon looks like a cradle. So they have empathy for you, these fairies. They want to like cradle you and rock you and hug you because you look so tired, you guys. You might have been a very active and lively, vibrant person. In the past you were, but then you became ill or something happened and now you can't go out and about. And guys, I resonate with that. I also have severe health issues, but I'm lucky enough to be able to still go out. I used to go for runs several kilometers every day, and I can't do that anymore, but I go for little walks. So you know, even if it's just sitting in your garden or on your balcony or sitting by an open window, like do the little things you can, because then your fairies will find you and will give you advice. Do the little bits you can. They can be very powerful. But I feel your pain. My heart goes out to you so much. I'm just going to say, please, audience, only use the crystal's energies for these messages, not mine. Because I read your energies well, not mine. It's getting a bit much. And fairies, please come in with your vibrant energies. And I swear, they show themselves to you. They show themselves to you, those fairies. So don't think you're crazy if you see something. They show themselves to you. Definitely. And I love these Fairy Wisdom Oracle cards. They're a gift from Lori. If you two would like to gift some cards, I have an Amazon wishlist link down below, or some crystals. Overindulgence. I'm not going to call any names, but I know one of my viewers who will have chosen this group. And there is no judgment from me ever. I empathize with you a lot. Number 18 is the Moon card. So your result... Well, you being drained and foggy could be the result of overindulgence. Maybe you have a drinking problem, a substance abuse problem for some of you. Others of you who are not guilty of that, you might just have overdone it in the past, and so your body broke down. You might have been thinking that what you do is good, like helping other people, being super active, but really you were draining your batteries, and now your soul is using your body to say to you, hey, stop, you cannot continue that way anymore. It's gonna be the end of you. You know how sometimes doctors give people these very bad why can't I think of the word right now? Like diagnosis, okay? Say, hey, if you do that, you're going to be dead in 2 years. For some of you, your fairies have that attitude. If you keep on doing that, you're going to be dead in 2 years. Hopefully that's not the case, guys. Again, I'm just a medium giving spiritual advice. For the rest of you whose situation is not that extreme, your body is telling you stop, and you would have never listened if it wasn't for your body to just quit on you. So something you have been doing too much of is the reason that you are in this state, okay? And maybe you have, you know, a binge eating disorder, or maybe you did too much physical activity, like you did too much, and now you're feeling very drained. And also for those of you who do consume substances, obviously understand that your depression or the bad things you might see and hallucinate, they're not real. They are a result of, you know, the overindulgence. Bubble Rider, are you kidding me? So those of you who drink too much are literally being called out. You're being called out here. Sorry, it's the fairies. And we have magical frogs here sitting on those bubbles. So you could have resonated with group number 1 as well. Definitely watch it if that's the case. Frogs are so cute. 3 and 6 adds up to 9. So there are some quite contrasting messages in here. Or maybe they're good for everyone. So your fairies are saying it's understandable that you need to turn to certain vices in order to cope. And there is nothing wrong with having a little glass here and there if it makes you happy. There is nothing wrong with having some ice cream or like your favorite food, or I don't know what your vice is. It's fine to do that. But obviously don't overdo it. And if you are looking to quit something like overeating or substance consumption, don't say, I'm gonna not do that ever again, and starting tomorrow I will not touch this and that again. That's how you're gonna end up in cycles of cutting it, out completely and then giving in because you're so deprived and being worse than ever. Just take it easy, take little steps towards becoming better. That's how it will last, you know. It's like those people who go on a crash diet. It's gonna last for a while, but then they're gonna become so deprived and hungry and craving food that they'll overeat and be bigger than before. And that also, you know, goes for anything else. It's all right to do that every now and then. And once you allow yourself a little glass of something or a treat, that's the only thing I can think of right now, really be in the moment and enjoy it and tell yourselves, I'm going to have that again later, but now later, at a later moment, like in a few days, or you know what I mean. Just tell yourselves you're going to have it again, but be more moderate with your use of it, but you're not being judged. The Ivy fairy is here. I told you, she came up in group number 2 or 1, I don't know, but the Ivy fairy, that's why I showed you the Ivy. You have toxins in your body and you need to detox. Maybe for some of you, this is your calling to book like a detox program if that's available to you, but be careful because I've had some horrid stories. Some detox institutions are toxic, you know. It's so difficult. So, you know, obviously if you need professional help, go seek it, but Mother Nature is the best helper. Do a plant-based detox, guys. Spend more time outside, and if you struggle with it, ask the Ivy fairy for help and assistance, because she also adds up to 9. So you might think that the vices you turn to bring you happiness, and they do, but it's not permanent. The Ivy fairy will show you things that will give you consistent happiness. And eat more vegetables, and some of you might have a serious eating disorder. Obviously you know this, but they're saying don't throw it up again. Appreciate the food and treat it respectfully. Don't just gobble it up and then waste it. Love the food that you eat. Everyone watching here, this will benefit, your whole health will benefit from it if you consciously eat the food. If you love it and thank it for nurturing your body, it will make such a huge difference. And obviously eat clean and organic. And she also has butterfly looking wings. Winter. Oh, yeah, I can resonate with that. I don't know what part of the globe you're from, but winter is just awful. And again, this is something I can't freely speak on this platform. But those weather extremes, don't let your authorities tell you that it's our fault, okay? The sea change is done by evil powers to practice fear-mongering and to sell us toxic mechanisms to fight the sea change that is actually also caused by them. I don't know if you can follow me, but if the weather's been all over the place and your health gets worse from it, you might have seasonal depression, okay? Or your health symptoms might get a lot worse during the colder months, or maybe it's for you the hotter months. Know that this will go away. Evil will be exposed, okay? 2026 will be the start of a better and new world. You just need to last till then. Don't buy into the lies authorities tell you, and also don't buy into the magical pills or solutions that they want to sell you to deal with this. Obviously, I'm going to have to be careful what I say here, but, you know, don't take any pills for your mental health. I would not do it because they do more harm than they do good, all right? Winter will be a thing of the past. Spring and summer is coming, so hang in there. And a lot of what's happening to you is not really you and your soul, it's global karma and you being really affected by it, and it's gonna end at some point. It's so funny how they want to tell us that the global temperature is rising and we're all burning, but at the same time it's so effing freezing cold all the time. But I seriously need to shut up now or my channel will be shut down. So let's talk about if you like this reading or not. Please give it a thumbs up if you do. It helps so much. Let me know if you want to see more fairy themed readings, nature spirit readings. Comments help a lot, so please drop a purple heart if you appreciate this, or a crescent moon emoji. And if you are new and would like to join the Purple Heart tribe, please subscribe. I love that we are growing. Wow. I just saw the letter M. Okay, that might be significant for you. And don't hesitate to pray, okay? If you feel like praying for assistance. You don't need to pray to any, religious authority. You can pray to Mother Nature. You can pray to the fairies. Caution. Tread softly so as not to disturb the woodland floor. This is not the woodland floor, this is you. Treat your body softly, okay? You're being very harsh on your body, and also probably with your attitude. So speak words of kindness to your body. Many of you have self-esteem issues. Don't talk negative to your body, because your body cells hear you, okay? Be loving and kind, and be cautious about your problem, okay? I've had this before. Your fairies are very worried about you, and some of you might just need to be in hibernation mode until the world becomes a better place. So don't engage too much with people if that upsets you and makes you want to turn to your vices, okay? So protect yourselves, hibernate, as long as the world is such a tough and cruel place, and trust that it will get better. These butterfly fairies are just giving you wisdom, because they know that you will have your transformation. Risk. Learn to grow wherever you are planted. You were planted as the old world is dying. Your soul agreed to do this before you came here. But it is obviously risky to be here and alive during these times. But trust that you are guided and protected, and you're going to make it through, all right? You're going to make it through. Nothing lasts forever. This too shall pass. And by the way, can we just appreciate the back of this card? So cute. These cards, they're all the same. This is you, like a cute little deer resting by a tree. So maybe take naps out in nature if you can. That soothes your soul. Trust. Lovely. That's a treat for those of you still here. Trust. The robin trusts her wings, not the branch she sits on. Oh, wow. This is so lovely. Don't, like the branch you're sitting on is the world in its current state. Don't think that this is your truth. Trust your own wings, and you have wings. You have wings. You're in your caterpillar cocoon stage right now, but wings will grow when you least expect it, when the sun comes out and when springtime, and you will fly away, and you will be fully transformed and feeling so free and beautiful. So trust that you are a butterfly in disguise, okay? But be careful, look after yourself, and trust in divine timing also. You will be free. You will be set free. So just focus on self-love and connect with your butterflies, fairies. They'll be there for you. This is all I have for you in this reading. Thank you so much if you made it till the end. Leave a thumbs up, please. Take very good care, and I hope I'll see you again very, very soon. Bye-bye.